Hi, I'm in IKEA right now and we are reviewing Before the Coffee Gets Cold. It would have been great if I bought coffee, but I've been drinking every time I read this book, right? I go to a coffee shop and if I'm reading this there, I will be having a coffee. And I'm kind of tired of coffee at this point, so yeah. Anyway, so Before the Coffee Gets Cold is a very light-hearted, character focused book, character driven book, right? There are a few main characters, and it takes place in a coffee shop, basically. The whole concept of the book is you can go back to the past or go to the future, um, in the coffee shop before the coffee gets cold. Okay, so it's a whole ritual kind of thing, but then you get poured a coffee and then you can go back to the past or to the future. But then you should drink the coffee before it gets cold, or else I don't know, or else you're stuck there, you're stuck in time, okay? And like I said, there are a few characters. They've given a sort of like a tree, a relationship map. Hold on. This kind of thing. So only these many characters are there. So every character is rounded in a way, like they are all rounded characters because only a few characters are there, right? You know, when you open this book, the first question, there's like a question on a page. If you could go back, who would you want to meet? And I've been thinking about this, and I feel like if I go back, I would want to meet my friends from high school. Oh my god, I miss them so much. Anyway, okay, back to the book. So, uh, as I told, a few characters and four paths. So these characters itself, uh, you see their life in these four parts: the lovers, husband and wife, the sisters, mother and child. Out of these, oh, by the way, spoilers ahead. I'll write it down in the description or something. Again, so The Lovers was my least favorite. I think that's because it did not have a proper conclusion. Husband and Wife was my favorite. It touched a very sensitive theme. Even the sisters touched a very sensitive theme, but then I think in Husband and Wife they dealt with the theme more better. It was related to, okay, the husband, yeah, this is a spoiler review, so the husband has Alzheimer's, right? And it's about growing old and aging and everything that comes along with it, like the problems that come along with it. And and it made me emotional. Actually, the other lovers did not make me emotional, I know that. In fact, I was like, but then I understand she's in love. And the mother and child was also very good. Thing is, I felt like it was kind of predictable until, um I mean, honestly, all the sequences were predictable. But you know what, we'll finish mother and child first. So I thought it was kind of predictable until the Mimi, the child, was like, thank you so much for bringing me into this world. Then I was like, oh, okay, okay, got it. Because that was nice. Okay, that was nice. But then I was so confused. Like, why couldn't she just adopt a baby, and nobody would be hurt? This future child, Mimi, won't be hurt. Nagare won't be hurt. You can just adopt a baby, gang. Anyway, so about predictability, I felt like, first of all, the concept theme is based on time. Time is universal. It's relatable to everyone. We would we would all want to have, we all would have wanted to go back in past or to the future at some point, definitely. And it is a fun concept, right? But then the situations given, like the lover wanting to know what would happen to the future, or I think, okay, the husband and wife again, that was nice. As I said, the lovers, I'm not okay with the lovers. I mean, I don't know, I just felt like we could have done something better. It's not I'm not okay also. It's just that the others were much better, if you ask me. And the thing is, I just finished binge watching Hunger Games, and Hunger Games is something like, it's like very dystopian. There's so much world building, so much fantasy elements, and it's very thrilling, right? And this is not like that. This is very light-hearted. So after watching something so intense, reading something so light, I didn't have the same feeling. Like the feeling that I had when I was watching and understanding Hunger Games was so much more, right? And understandably so. So I think that's one reason why I did not like this book as much. And okay, fine, it's light-hearted, but even then, not maybe one or two quotes stood out to me. But other than that, not a lot of quotes stood out to me. The characters were nice, yeah, but then I don't even know if the characters are people that, I mean, I've seen more characters that I was able to connect with and who are very likable. I'm not saying they're not likable, but then who had more personality, if you ask me. I feel like the sequels to this now. This is the first out of four books, right? In the sequel thing. So the sequels to Before the Coffee Gets Cold are better books because they would have better scenarios, better characters. I mean, they have the what do I say? They have the potential to have better situations, right? This was relatable, yes, but as a book, the story kind of needs to be unpredictable because it's a book, right? So yeah, I feel like the sequels would is better than Before the Coffee Gets Cold, but I haven't reached the sequels till now, so I can't say anything. Thank you for listening to my review. Bye bye.